Hi guys, we're totally prepared. No, we really are. And we're actually really glad to see you guys again. So we basically, as you heard before, we've done a brand platform for you guys. And this is just what we believe that your essence and aura is. I'm just going to get that for you.
I'm Elissa, by the way.
And I'm Dinma.
And then we just read our names. So, what we found your purpose was to raise the Richmond art community to a higher standard. That's a pretty kind of broad statement, but there's lots of elements that we felt like you were really trying to enrich the community with. And by higher standard, we don't mean a more confining standard. We just mean bring a higher level of art to people who might not see it normally.
Like, we know that you know that Richmond is, you believe there's more, and I think you just want to push Richmond to that point, and we definitely understand and see that. Your promise, not only to yourselves as a company, but to the Richmond community, is to connect people to Richmond through arts. So people that maybe don't know this city, or maybe people that have lived here for years, can come to Crossroads and basically immerse themselves in what is the essence of Richmond and learn about a city that they've ever just moved to or have lived in for years, because there's always something new.
Values. We found that your values were accessibility, individual focus, and creative innovation. Accessibility is a very kind of obvious one, but individual focus, we found you guys really like targeting kind of everyone, giving something for everyone, not just the typical people who are targeted by art galleries. I think creative innovation was something we came up with because there's just so much going on at Crossroads. You really do a good job of combining different elements of creativity to kind of create new things. Yeah. So.
And actually not just like individual focus when you're looking for buyers, but it's actually like you have an individual focus for the artists as well, because it's not just, okay, we'll take a bunch of art and we'll pick our favorite ones, but you really work with the artists to say, hey, we like this work, we think this is good, this needs some changes, and it's not just, okay, well your art is good or your art is bad. There's always a point that you're like, okay, well we need to talk, we need to discuss.
Yeah.
It's always individually, it's not just this giant group of people talking. It's you talk to everyone individually, whether it's a customer or an artist.
Yeah, offering the feedback is that's really unique. I don't think a lot of people do that.
Yeah. Personality. We think, I mean, like Cricky name, really, you kind of think of like this crazy old grandma, but honestly, I think Cricky goes beyond that. Cricky's not just like weird and like it's like thinking out of the box. You guys go beyond what everyone else is already doing. You said you had no competition, and I think like that's because you guys are doing so much, and it's not the norm. You guys are so much outside of that, but it's not to a point where it's like, well, we're better than what everyone else is doing, because you guys are working with the other communities around you, the other art communities around you, to do this together. And that's why we say neighborly, because it's not just about Crossroads, it's about the rest of the Richmond art community as well.
Essence. We really felt at peace at Crossroads, but it's not just that kind of boring like yoga studio piece. There's a lot of energy going on, and putting energy and peace together is kind of strange. That's really like what we felt like, an energetic piece, and we just kind of like those two words together and how they kind of really made us. That's really how we felt at Crossroads.
Especially when you like walk through the doors at Crossroads. At first it's like, oh my gosh, wait, there's a lot of stuff in here. But like you calm down and you like look at the different pieces as you're walking through, and it's kind of like you're going through like a hedge maze, and at first you're like, oh my god, how do I get out? And then it's like, oh wait, actually this is okay, I know where I'm going, this is cool, I just gotta follow the path. Yeah, exactly. And like, even though there's so much, there's also a sense of like belonging. Like it's okay for me to be here, and I think that in a nutshell is exactly what you guys are.
Also, side note, when we visited, we were both really stressed out about different things going on, assignments and stuff.
Yeah.
We left like so much more calm, and we kind of took note of that. We're like, wow, we feel a lot more relaxed just looking around and hanging
we
out.
were talking about, like, as we were coming in, we were talking about, like, oh, we have to get this done, we have to get that done, we have to do this and this.
Let's
Oh, I'm
look
doing
around,
this in
get
my
this
class,
done.
like, we'll just rush through it. But we came out, we were talking about pieces. We were like, oh, yo, did you see that sculpture over there? Or like, that pot was really cool. Or, oh, I really like the jewelry in that corner. Like, it wasn't, oh my gosh, my life is so stressed out.
Yeah.
It's like, I've had this great, like, awesome experience. And so,
That really is the essence of it.
yeah. So thank you for listening.
You, and I've had so many business people that come through, and what you all were talking about, that they're so stressed out, they actually come through Crossroads to de-stress, to be able to go back to work. So
It's
that's
the opposite when you work there.
The piece isn't for you.
Well, I thought the personality is kind of like a good like pinpoint because I think about even all of the people who we work with, and we have that. Everybody goes out their way to make everyone feel comfortable in that neighborly aspect, but everybody is very unique and very quirky, and just like the conversations that we have as a group and the conversations and interactions we have with people who walk in, it's like very unique, but there is like that warmth of that neighborly, like whatever you need, like we'll help, like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.